Don't hope for it, work for it. That is today's theme for navigating the VA home loan process. Look, the VA home loan has many benefits, including no money down, no private mortgage insurance, flexible qualification standards, technically no credit score, but there's still a process in order to navigate that piece to get from thinking about buying a home to getting under contract. So we're going to cover a small snippet of that today. The key to buying a property, right, is knowing your budget, which is going to help you outline how much money you're going to be spending on a monthly basis, which is this month's theme, and also getting pre-approved by a lender because you really need somebody that's experienced to walk you through that entire process. And remember, guys, we're also happy to help. There's a link below in the description to schedule a call with us. And also, please smash that like and subscribe button and share our content with other military members that are out there. So when you navigate that pre-approval process, there's really two major components to that. It's eligibility and qualification of a VA home loan, right? Eligibility is the time and service and character of discharge to be able to actually use the VA home loan. And then there's the qualification component. Do you meet the credit collateral capacity, right? Do you have the credit that is needed? Do you have the income that is needed? Do you have the assets needed for, let's say, closing costs? So let's quickly cover the eligibility component. Now, it's going to vary based on active duty, reserve, guard, and surviving spouses. And we have videos around that on the channel as well. But I'll give you guys a quick snippet of for active duty. If you've served 6 months or more on active duty, then you're already eligible for the VA home loan. If you're in the reserve or the guard, typically you need to have 6 years of drilling status, right? So that's your annual AT plus your drill weekends. Every year, you have to have a good year every year in order to meet that requirement after the 6-year mark for the VA loan. If you were active duty prior to this for 2 years, you already meet that requirement, so you don't have to worry about that. And then if you're on active duty for more than 90 days, Title 10 consecutive orders, then you're already eligible for the VA home loan and you skip that 6-month process, this 6-year process. And then the VA loan for National Guard members, they also have a little bit different criteria, which again, we cover in some other videos. The other thing is once you get your certificate of eligibility that outlines that you're eligible for the VA home loan, you're going to notice there's a $36,000 basic entitlement allotted for you. And you're like, well, what can I buy for $36,000? That's not what it means. It basically means that you have your full entitlement. There's been some recent law changes in the last 2 years that basically, if you don't have a VA loan, outstanding VA loan at the time of closing, there's technically no limit with no down payment. So it's awesome. It's a great product and you should definitely be looking to leverage it. And if you have a VA funding fee, they also has a VA funding fee, but if you have a 10% or higher service-connected disability, that fee is waived, making it, again, extremely lucrative to use, and veterans have the fastest ability to get into home ownership than any other demographic that's out there, which is awesome. All right, now let's talk about the importance of the credit and financial preparedness for purchasing a property, right? The VA, like I mentioned, doesn't technically have a minimum credit score, but lenders do, right? So you really have to be careful with that. You really want to be at 680 or higher to get the best financing terms. Because if you think about credit and how it relates to your finances, is the better your credit score, the more favorable terms you have. The lower your credit score is, the higher fees and interest rates you're going to be paying. So it just costs more. If you have time, credit is going to be the thing that you should focus on improving and saving money at the same time, because you're still going to have to pay for some type of closing costs. Employment, that is very flexible with the VA home loan, especially if you're going off of school into active duty. There's a million examples, but again, never disqualify yourself. Talk with a lender. Basically, they're looking for some type of 2-year history, right? Either it was attending school and then starting a new job. That's okay. Transitioning from active duty to civilian employment, easy. With an executed offer letter, you can make that happen already. So, but a lot of times we'll talk to people like, hey, I was told I need to wait. Like, no, you don't have to wait. Talk with somebody. At least you can schedule a call with us. We don't have to get an application, but we can at least do a one-on-one to walk you through like, hey, this is where you're at right now. This is where you're going to need to be in order to make that happen. Okay. So million things that go with it. And especially with like VA disability, you can use that income right away. You got Social Security income, a pension. You can use all that money right away to qualify. We have a lot of veterans that purchase properties with just their VA benefits and Social Security. So again, these are things that you want to keep in mind as you go through this process. Just like finding the right lender, you also have to work with the right realtor, right? Working with the right realtor, in my mind, has a crazy difference because we see it every day, right? Working with people across the country. Sometimes we work with people that know how the VA home loan works, and we have people that don't know how the VA home loan works, but they pretend to. And it causes more issues than not. For folks out there that have experienced that, drop a comment below and kind of let me know what happened in your experience where someone might have been saying their experience and then they end up not knowing what they're doing. It's your life. It's your home that you want to purchase. So find the right people to work with. And also you guys can hit us up for that. We have a network of agents across the country that can help navigate that process for you guys. Hope you liked the video. Hit the like and subscribe. Remember, share the video and I'll catch you guys soon.